Many times in life, we compare ourselves to others. We wonder, why can't I be like them? This habit often leads to unhappiness. In today's digital world, with social media apps like TikTok and Instagram, comparing ourselves to others has become even more common. This story is for those who feel dissatisfied with their lives, believing others are happier than they are. As you listen, you'll also learn new English words, so stay with the story until the end. One day, a crow was flying when he landed on a tree branch. While resting, he saw a swan gracefully swimming in a nearby pond. The swan's white feathers shone in the sunlight, and villagers gathered around to admire its beauty. The crow became curious and flew closer to the swan, but as soon as the villagers noticed him, they waved their hands to chase him away. Feeling rejected, the crow perched on another branch, but once again, the villagers drove him away. The crow felt sad and wondered why people adored the swan but disliked him. With a heavy heart, he left the village and flew deep into the forest, where he sat on a tree branch and began to cry. "If only I had white feathers like the swan," he thought. "Then people would love me and I would be happy." An old crow passing by saw him and asked, "Why are you so sad, young one?" The crow replied, "I hate my black feathers. They look ugly, and no one likes me." The old crow smiled and said, "If you could look like any bird, which one would you choose?" Without hesitation, the crow said, "I want to look like the swan. Everyone admires it." The old crow said, "There is a magical spring deep in the forest. If you bathe in its water with a pure heart, you can change your appearance. But before that, why don't you ask the swan if it is truly happy?" The crow agreed and flew back to the pond. He approached the swan and asked, "Dear swan, you must be the happiest bird. Your white feathers are beautiful, and everyone loves you. Are you happy?" The swan sighed and replied, "Thank you for your kind words, but I am not truly happy. People keep me as a pet, and I cannot live freely. When I grow old, they may use me for my meat. I do not even know if I will be alive tomorrow." The crow was shocked. "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. The swan replied, "I believe parrots are the happiest. Their colorful feathers are more beautiful than mine, and people don't eat them." The crow thanked the swan and flew off to find a parrot. After searching for some time, he found one sitting on a branch. "Dear parrot," the crow said, "your feathers are so colorful and lovely. You must be the happiest bird." The parrot sighed and replied, "My feathers may be beautiful, but because of them people keep me in cages. I spend my life locked up, always afraid." The crow felt even sadder. "Who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. The parrot replied, "The peacock must be the happiest bird. People admire its beautiful feathers and give it a large space to live in." Curious, the crow flew to a zoo to find a peacock. He saw visitors admiring the peacock as it spread its colorful feathers. The crow said, "Dear peacock, you are so beautiful. Your feathers are amazing. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock looked at the crow and said, "No, my friend, I am not happy. People pluck my feathers and sell them. It is painful, and it happens again and again. I wish I could live freely like you. No one bothers you, and you can go wherever you want." Hearing this, the crow was surprised. He realized he had been taking his freedom for granted. The crow returned to the old crow and said, "I don't want to be anyone else. I am happy to be a crow." This story teaches us that everyone has their own struggles. Comparing ourselves to others only makes us unhappy. Instead, we should appreciate what we have. Remember, you are unique, and no one can be a better version of you than yourself. If you enjoyed this story and learned something new, don't forget to like, share your thoughts, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. See you in the next one.